Okay, so the next step is that when you have the pieces built, if you're going to do your Lego assembly, it should appear like this. And then the approach for the UVs is actually quite simple. I would highly recommend that you use an add-on called Texel Density Checker, which is right here, this one. Because Texel Density Checker will check how detailed your textures can be. So in my case, I wanted it to be quite detailed. Let's turn off the scene light. I want it to be quite detailed. So when I was making the textures, as you can see, you can zoom in and the quality is still there. And I use the Texel Density Checker by having the texture size, the standard 2048, and then putting them together using this Texel Density with 20.48. So there's math a lot involved here, which I don't really like to do anymore, because if you have an add-on for it and it's free, so might as well use it. So you'll see how I use it for every single piece that I have here, and then so that it will snap correctly and it will just be distributed well. And you can see, even if there's a seam, it seems like it's really part of the environment still, and that's the goal. As you can see, like every single piece has multiple materials in it, because the same with rigging, you can actually assign polygons with the texture that you want it to have. So these polygons will have plastic B, then these outward parts will be plastic A, and then the rest is metal to blend in with the background. You'll see that with everything that I make, whether it's the roof, the window, including the window actually has a window material, then metal A for the wall, and then material B for the border. So for the textures, I just put them all together in one painter file, where I will have like these folders created from a plane in Blender that you import in, and effectively naming it text. The reason for that is so that when you're going to export the textures, they will have a prefix text already. So that way, if you're going to be looking for them in your files, you can at least find what they're named with a prefix text prior, so that if you're going to import it to another place, at least you know that it's a texture. Because you will have a lot of files, and some of the images are not texture images. Some of them are reference images, which I don't really recommend either. So just keep note of that. And I went for the standard 2048, so that if you're going to be importing it in Blender, it's more realistic. So that's how I did it for the textures. So time lapse, I'll just show it to you.